Oh, so, okay. I think thought something was wrong. All right, let's go back. In our case, it was a master class on Arise TV this morning. It was sad to watch at the same time. There's nothing. It's entertaining, but most importantly, it's the definition of power in your face. Shove it in your ass, as we say in the hood.
The Minister of Culture, Economy, made headlines this week after issuing a bold Progressive Congress APC about its 2027 presidential ticket, stating that altering the current configuration could affect support in key states. She said the presence of a northern Muslim on the ticket makes a significant in electoral positions across the core northern states. The APC warned the minister and other senior government and party officials to stop fueling speculations, but focus on their primary duty of diligent service to the government party. The party also dismissed growing media reports about Vice President Kashim Shettima 7 general election. Also, the latest declaration by the minister has brought back conversations about the Muslim ticket. Joining us on the show to discuss the relevance of the Muslim ticket and even the need to alter it ahead of 2020 is Farouk Aliyu, a chieftain of the APC.
Maybe perhaps to please President, those who are complaining about Christian genocide, and Tinubu should change the Muslim format. What do you think? Anatu Musawa already says, no, that will not make sense whatsoever. Many people support her. Some other people criticize her. Where do you stand within that spectrum?
Well, I stand with my party, actually, because these decisions are for the parties and the candidates. So if in the wisdom of our party and our president is to go with another Muslim, so be it. And if he decides to go with a Christian, so be it. And you remember that our party also has warned, has also spoken to us, people that have interface with the media, not to speculate, at least on the Vice President, Kashim Shettima. But whether the Muslim or, non-Muslim, it's important. That's really, time will tell. And it's a political decision which either party can take. If a party decides to go Muslim or Christian, it's absolutely political decision which will be done at the time when things are up. Which means we as a party will decide whether to go along with the Muslim is the best for us.
Mr. Ali, your position is like saying nothing. We just said that, a minister of the Federal Republic, Anatu Musawa, said this. The question, if I may rephrase it, is that do you agree with her in terms of what she said? Don't say, I'm a party man, what party decides. What's your own opinion? You can then say you are not dictating to the party, but this is what you think, not saying anything party does is okay. We are not in a parliamentary system. I want your opinion, not...
Well, exactly. Well, whatever my opinion will be, it will be subjective, because whether I go for... as I said, it is absolutely the decision of the party and the candidate. And in my opinion, the numbers will be looked at, whether to field in a Muslim or a Christian. I mean, the numbers are there to show. That in the northern part of the country, there are more Muslims is absolutely without doubt. There are more Muslims in the northern part of the country.
Even in the southwest.
Any party can decide to either pick a Christian. But, I mean, if it goes in terms of numbers, certainly there are more Muslims in the north, which means it will be best for the party to take a Muslim if, from the northern part of the country.
All right, that's interesting because if you recall in the 2020 or in the lead up to the 2023 election, there was a big debate around the Muslim tickets because traditionally what you would have for fair representation across board would be a Muslim Christian ticket for that role. But as Honorable Musawa has said, if it's either that or nothing at all. It would have political consequences. And this was echoed by former Senate leader, Senator Ali Ndume, who said that if President Bola Tinubu ignores the grumblings of the North, it would have political consequences. Do you agree with this? And how do you think the APC, especially under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, can work to engender goodwill in the North?
The first question you should ask, are the Christians still complaining? Are the Christians feeling so changed with the Muslim ticket? And I'm sure it's no, because I mean, all the fears that the Christians had, has been alleviated. I mean, certainly this government has got nothing to show on the ground that it's favoring the Muslims over the Christians. So I think the Muslim ticket can still fly with the APC.
No, but the other part around the grumblings of the North. And this has come up consistently. Senator Ali Ndume made this statement again on our primetime show on Arise News just on Wednesday. What do you think about that?
No, what did he say? I just came back this morning into the country.
No, I'm telling you that he said there are grumblings.
Can you tell me? What did he say?
That he said that there are grumblings in the North.
What did he say?
That there are grumblings in the North and that the APC cannot afford to ignore the grumblings because it would have political consequences come 2027. Do you agree that there are grumblings in the North? And how can APC better work?
Well, certainly if there are grumblings in the North, it is worth looking at. Certainly if the Muslims in the North are not comfortable with it, that will not be done. Certainly. Because in terms of the numbers, we're talking of the numbers. And this is a political decision.
Are there grumblings in the North is what I should ask. Do you agree? Because you're just saying certainly if are there grumblings in the North? You're from the North. Do you agree with him that there are grumblings in the North?
I'm not only from the North, I'm a Fulani man. Grumbling, what do you mean? Grumbling over a Muslim or grumbling over a Christian?
That they're not.
Yes, there are more Muslims in the North. So listen to me. Certainly if you drop a Muslim for a Christian in the North, there'll be a problem. Certainly. That's because of the numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
But about grumbling, I don't know. But I'm telling you that if you a Muslim with a Christian, a northern Christian, there will be a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Define the problem.
So two things. Number one, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings and attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on. It's as if there's a direct attack on ECWA churches. Goodness me, I don't know how many ECWA churches have been attacked. 177 people in Kaduna recently from different churches. All sorts of activities and atrocious activities. Christians are complaining. And they also mute the conversation about a Muslim ticket. Hence the conversation about balancing out the tickets. So those concerns are valid. But let me stretch it also further by asking you, will the North be cool with a Christian ticket?
Okay, now three things. You ask now the first one about attack on ECWA churches. I take exception to generalizing the Muslims are arranging these things. It's not true. Those kidnapping the churches or people in churches on the streets.
I'm sorry, Mr. Farouk.
They do not represent Islam.
Mr. Farouk Ali,
but they do not.
Mr. Farouk Ali, with due respect, you need to apologize to me. Can you tell me anywhere I said just now that Muslims are arranging these things? I never said so. So when you say you take exceptions to what I didn't say, I deserve an apology because you misquoted me right in my phrase.
Okay. Okay. I apologize for that.
Very well.
But I also want you to, yeah, I apologize for that. But I also put it to you that these things are not, if anybody thinks Muslims are arranging these things, it's not true.
So it's got nothing to do with Muslims. And
yes,
it's got, and I repeat it, it's got nothing to do with
exactly.
Muslims. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then, secondly, whether the Muslims will be good, would be home with Christian ticket. Well, let's wait until when we get to the bridge to see whether we can cross it.
No, I'm asking that question
because
based
if you're
on the north,
listen to
me. Based on the north, all right, based on the north,
based on the north,
will they also be
based
okay
on the north? I know.
With
listen,
Christian tickets, yes.
Based on the north, based on the north, I know the north will not be comfortable with Christian ticket, because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the north. Simple. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Another thing that Senator Ali Ndumem apart from saying there will be consequences in the north depending on the kind of electoral choices that the party
with Muslims. And
yes,
it's got, and I repeat it, it's got nothing to do with Muslims. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then secondly,
I've been attacked. And we are seeing it in
a Muslim with a Christian, a northern Christian, that will be a problem. Yeah.
Okay. So two things. Number one.
Listen to this question first. How you frame the question before they ask for apology. How you frame the question is very important, because that it is due to the how the question was framed that presents the guest to answer the question the way it deemed fit. The man are very, yeah, an intelligent man. The man are OG. They understand words. Now, either Rufai know what he's doing or he doesn't know what he's doing, or that I don't understand, because the way you frame this question, you frame a question. Anyway, just listen first.
Definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings and attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on. It's as if there's a direct...
Now, it's definitely the Christians are not happy. Definitely. Huh? Wait, I take it back. You can't copy the anything. Talk rubbish. It's alarming.
Number one, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy.
Now, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. Now, that sounds like a statement that is coming from facts, right? There's no doubt about it. It's so sure that Christians are not happy. Now, it's not about or it's wrong. It's that he's so sure, so certain that Christians are not happy. Let's continue.
And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings.
Now, he backed that claim up with the following statement: the massive kidnapping. So he's sure and he's very certain of what he is saying. So this is a question coming from him directly out of his own rationality.
And attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on.
Now, it finally crowned that with the whole elephant in the room, Christian narrative, which also to portrays that his claim, the definity of what he's saying, is rooted not just on fact, but within the public narrative too. That's why I took it all the way to the public genocide. Now,
It's as if there's a direct attack on ECWA churches. Goodness me, I don't know how many ECWA churches have been attacked.
Now, he said it's as if there is an attack on ECWA Church. It's as if, again, it's rooted from facts, from his own, definite conclusion, because it has been happening over and over again. That's what it means, as if there is an attack, specifically on ECWA Church.
177 people in Kaduna recently from different churches. All sorts of activities and atrocious activities. Christians are complaining. And they also mute the conversation about a Muslim ticket. Hence the conversation about balancing out the tickets. So those concerns are valid.
Now, he has that question from a very convincing place. He's rationing about it. That's why he went. I mean, it's a very complete question with facts, with narrative and everything, right? So it's not that if he's quoting a third party or he's trying to build a scenario or he's giving no, this is telling you the reality of his own understanding of events that is unfolding. That's one.
Let me stretch it also further by asking you, will they not be cool with a Christian ticket?
Okay, now three things. You ask.
Now, with his body nomenclature, with his facial expression, everything when it comes to communication is life and well. I mean, means that there is a lot of thought that go into that question. Very rational about it. Now, let's listen to the man's response.
Now, the first one about attack on ECWA churches. I take exception to generalizing the Muslims are arranging these things. It's not true. Those kidnapping the churches or people in churches on the streets.
I'm sorry, Mr. Farouk.
They do not represent Islam.
Mr. Farouk Ali,
but they do not.
Mr. Farouk Ali, with due respect, you need to apologize to me. Can you
now? I don't understand. And Dr. Damage, if you did there, where is the for School of Journalism that in an attempt to correct a guest mistake, we first demand an apology. Not be saying insult you, but from your perspective, he misquoted you. No, the man is not misquoted. The man did not misquote you or misquoted you in any shape or form. You are asking a question from the place of conviction of fact. And when you decided to take it to a place, the general narrative that a Christian genocide also metamorphosed from all this your claim. Now, what Christian genocide means, it's a systematic extermination of the Christians. So if the man concluded by saying and by going the way and responded the way he attacked the question, there's nothing wrong with that. He owe you no apology. He never misquoted you in any shape way. He just responded the way you understand, because you asked an open question based on your conviction. You are not building a scenario. You are not talking about a hypothetical scenario. No, you said this is exactly what you happen, backing with all sorts of examples and scenarios and narrative. So if the man is not saying, well, I mean, when you say Christian genocide, that trumps everything. It just I don't know. I don't get it.
tell me anywhere I said just now that Muslims are arranging these things? I never said so. So when you say you take exceptions to what I didn't say, I deserve an apology because you misquoted me right in my phrase.
Okay. Okay. I apologize for that.
Very well.
But I also want you to, I apologize for that.
Now,
but
this is where this man, you have to give it to him. If I have the opportunity of interviewing this man, I think I want to know where I think his sophisticatedness, his deep understanding of presenting issues is out of this world. right? The guy understand who he's dealing with. He knows that an opportunity has been presented to him for him to just say, you know what, this is what it is. So he calmly say, okay, that's what you want. I apologize. But let's listen to what follows after that. The games this man plays.
But I also put it to you that these things are not, if anybody thinks Muslims are arranging these things, it's not true.
Very
so it's
good.
got nothing to do
It's got
with
nothing to do with Muslims. And
yes,
it's
people
got, and I
probably-
repeat it,
yeah.
it's got nothing to do with
exactly.
Muslims. Yeah.
Again, for you to actually understand what plays out here is for you to be a student of the past 3-4 months, what has been playing out with the Christian genocide narrative and how Bola Tinubu came back from wherever he went and they flipped the whole thing. This is the continuation of what New York Times article. So you see Rufai. Rufai knew immediately that Blase, he has gone too far. So how do I make this up? Is to play that sacrifice. But that's not just, it's not even about Rufai now. It's about the conversation itself. How he, like, it muscles, energy, say, come. No, it has nothing to do with Muslim. But in framing your question, you were so particular about the targeting of Ekwa people, the Ekwa church. And you trump it with Christian genocide. And a Fulani man is sitting before you, a Muslim. So who is carrying out the genocide that you claim is happening to Muslim, or the targeted extermination of the Ekwa church members? So you see, say, in an attempt, as you say, yes, I want to come out to this man and throw this man off. So that's why he went that deep into that in question with examples, analogy, with narrative and everything. But I think after he don't throw out those words finish, and the way the man decided to approach the question immediately get as a as if I have personalized. There's too much personalization in this my question. So that's why he has to now come out to say no. I repeat, just I repeat. It's not nothing to it. But what does that tell you about what Farouk is saying? Even to think about changing that ticket, there's going to be consequences. That's power. When are the talk say the goal is to take over the political structure of the country? This is what I mean. History. People will go read about us in the future. I don't think they will believe. But unfortunately, they're going to hear us or they see us. So it will just turn to comedy for them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then, secondly, whether the Muslims will be good, will be. Yeah, I apologize for that, but I also put it to you that
this wisdom apologizing first, he gave him that open door, that opportunity to now say yes. This is what I want the conversation to be about today. He put it straight out.
Things are not, if anybody thinks Muslims are arranging these things, it's not true.
Very
so
good.
It's got nothing to do
with
with
Muslims. It's got nothing
Muslims.
to do with Muslims. And
yes,
it's got, and I repeat it, it's got nothing to do with
exactly.
Muslims. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then, secondly, whether the Muslims will be good, will be home with Christian ticket. Well,
thank you very much. If you understand how you do the wrong things, you understand what just transpires.
let's wait until when we get to the bridge to see whether we can cross it.
No, I'm asking a question
because
based
if you're
on the north,
listen to
you
me.
know, based on the north, you know, all right, based on the north,
based
you know,
on the north,
will they be also be
based
okay
on the north? I know.
with
Listen,
the Christian tickets? Yes.
Based on the north, based on the north, I know.
Come be the north where you know and the north where you they describe. There are two different norths. Like what do people mean? Say based on the north you know, based on which how many norths they there? Eh? You are placing your questions as if you are the author and finisher, as if you are so sure of what you are saying. Eh? Now, if only you know just they sit down for studio, take phone, do more, say go off Twitter. You can literally reach out to the locals without even leaving your home. You see, in order for you to get some statistics of numbers, how many equa the church they attack so far. Even if now 5, we are able to gather, know their address, know the location, know the time period, know how many people. That will even say, okay, this guy. But you just day one place, you just they conclude with so much audacity. You're like, I don't just understand, like how somebody will be so confident they talk rubbish. But the good thing is that I think he understands it comes. As if I am taking it a little bit too far without being actually know what I'm talking about. Don't by the way the man and Sarah. So now you go explain tire. So they don't say the not you know, the not you know, the not which not you know and the one you they talk about. So you are talking about two different knots.
The north will not be comfortable with Christian ticket, because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the north. Simple. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Another thing that Senator Ali Ndume made, there will be a consequence depending on the kind of electoral choices he will make ahead of 2027. He said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been held hostage by some persons who do not know Nigeria beyond the Ikoyi and Victoria and not understand the truth politics, and that he cannot condemn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but he is surrounded by a group of advisors who are, whose knowledge of Nigerian politics, and that when they are not in the Ikoyi and Victoria Island,
So
they are in
obvious
the US. Do you agree? As a party member.
Yeah, you see, these kind of things were also alluded when Buhari was in government. A lot of people said that Buhari surrounded himself with people who don't come anywhere. So that is my friend Ali Ndume. I don't think so. I think there are so many people around the president who are not from Ikoyi and Victoria Island. I mean, I can name a lot of them. But of course, he has people that are working with him that he knows more than other people. And as a president of Nigeria, you cannot be said be.
So what Farouk is saying is that going by the numbers, APC no get choice. Literally, they no get choice. They have to stick to their words, Muslim tickets. And I think it's beyond at this point. They don't even to use that campaign again. It's beyond that. It is the power that holds that people should pay attention to. And again, I have to give it to them because they don't just wake up and just buy them or take out. They work for it. A lot of game played. Well, if you look at how the certain politicians, what be, they're just for showing money. An average northern Muslim is ready to give you that money. Just make sure the power that comes with that, I'm in charge. So I give it to them. They have the power they are exercising right now, and that is in your face. Did not come by freebies. A lot of sacrifice went into it. Insult self follow nine many pass, but out of their mummuness and foolishness, they are so focused on what they want, which is to control the political structure of the country. And as far as I'm concerned today, it's a done deal. It's obvious from the conversation with Aliu, what Aliu, what's Farouk Aliu is saying. Say, at this point, it's not about sentiment. It's not about even federal character. It's pure data. It's by the number. It's what democracy says. The majority we have their way, while the minority we have their say. And scream, you can mongo, you can cry all you want. Just American says that the turn of the 21st century, there should be only two powers in the world: the American military and public opinion. That's exactly what Farouk is saying. The number will dictate everything. Right? You can shout all you want. You can demand apology all you fucking want. Doesn't matter. The number we see it. You can decide to cry Christian genocide all you want. You can decide to strike all you want. Data trump everything. So let's call it what it is, huh? Start sugarcoating it. Not dancing around the bush or the beach or nope. The maths is all what it's about. That's exactly what Ali Farouk dropped on CNN. I be on Arise TV, and they all agreed. They came, they were preparing, they prepared with their missiles to come destroy the guy. The guy he just uses humbleness and data, raw data, unfiltered data. They humble all of them. Power play in your face, broad daylight. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's what that means. So the APC will not have choice than to run Muslim country, Muslim tickets. Whether we like it or not, if they successfully kick, if the Northwest successfully kick Shetima out, I guarantee you, Kwankwaso is your next vice president. That's your next vice president, ladies and gentlemen. So the Muslim is a done deal. They don't finish that deal since 2023 because the numbers don't lie, man. The North, as he claimed, has the Muslim majority of the northern people are Muslim, and I was bet to say I had in the Southwest, majority of the Southwestern are Muslim. So I don't know how you're gonna do about that, man. That's the number. That's the reality of the number. Demographically, that's the demographic facts. You know, say we go Saturday come out now. Opinion polls. Will be the win for Zamfara. Will be the win for Meduguri. Will be the others. They could all go collect. They could all go collect grants. Eh? From outside the country. Can they give us data polls? They don't carry any poll for the past 3 years. They are doing it now. So Ali is telling you all that this is a Muslim country. The number says it. It's not be him. I think on my ex corner yesterday I was where she was talking about why they're talking about she was replaying Precious broadcast on why we go to Turkey, that is a Muslim country that is just trying to appeal to the Muslim. What the hell are you talking about? Not just Muslims are, arguably the majority religion in Nigeria today, they are the fifth. Nigeria is home to the fifth largest Muslim nation in the fucking world. After all those Indonesia, India, and Pakistan. And Nigeria, they call Nigeria is the number one in Africa. The idea is Bola Tinubu is dancing to Jatu. I don't understand. They dictate where Bola Tinubu should go and not to go. Again, data, as a fact, it's not emotion, according to Aliu. Democratic fact, it's not an opinion. So there is something in that block, which is what? Votes. So if they can prove that the votes that gave Bola Tinubu the winning victory came from the Northwest, I see no reason why anybody won't argue with that the ticket will not go to them. So the ticket has to respond to the locality, its largest demography is they always talk about politics is local. Where your number is your village. So the number is with the Muslim community. So the ticket has to speak the language of the Muslim. That's what Muslim ticket is about. They're telling you with data, literally and figuratively. So all they need to do is to maximize turnout where it counts, and the victory is theirs. It's very 1+1 2. Don't be say that. It's very straightforward at this point. I don't want to argue. Just like the Americans will tell you, peace through strength. Ali is telling you people that peace through data, electoral victory through data. Muslim ticket is dictated by data. It's not by federal character or mbatu or constitution. Fuck that shit. So Aliu put it plain. Christian no get am. Christian, una can scream all you want. And he claimed that the Christians are not even screaming anymore, like it was before 2023 election. That the fear has overblown. The fear has been overblown. What an insult! With all this one, often with the airstrike, they are just calling it is an overblown, overblown cry. Power. PDP say power to the faithful. They are saying power to the Muslim. Kutuma Buroba. That's exactly what they are saying. I say they are winning us. And you must sit down with your butters. Abi? Say now nyash. And you must sit down with us. That's what the Muslims are saying. That's exactly what Ali is saying. Mune dua udole azamademu and kutuma Buroba. Shegu. So Tinubu Shetima, even though they've done excellently, terribly well, it's not even a competition. Nigerians are not worried about how the governments fail to meet their need physically, but they are worried about their fate, the reward that is above or beyond the cloud. Nigerians are worried about what they will enjoy after they don't die. That's more important than the fact that the government is using them to do little roads are not good. 24, I mean, about 200 have been, yes, 200, close to 400 years where electricity don't become the thing. What am I even saying? The second industrial revolution, pretty much, by the British in 17th century, which is where the steam engine was pretty much industrialized, followed by electricity. We never see get light. We are still in darkness. That's not even our problem. This revolution that is going to power the next 100 years is built on power, it's built on electricity. We no get out. We are more concerned about what will happen to us after we don't die. So we put faith before us. So, and in that race, just as Americans are in the AI race with the Chinese, the Christians are in a religious race with the Muslim power race. We got the power. We got the power. So, so this is just it's no more bias, no more favoritism shown. We see it was obvious. The sky no fall because Tinubu no and Shetima no perform. Heaven no fall. A Muslim tickets. Heaven no fall. You guys are still worrying about that. So why rock the boat, motherfuckers? Swap Shetima or any northern Muslim for a northern Christian VP, and boom, the gambling will erupt. Something will happen. That's what he's saying. If you try him, something will happen. What is that? Is left for you, coconut head, to conclude. So just like the Christian, Muslim too feast at line. So why not try Christian tickets? After all, this is Obi is the most popular Christian candidate. Have you? Maybe after, but I don't know. So the passenger one, good luck one. So busy man is the sheriff in town with the Christian ideology. Make him try go feature another Christian for North or anywhere and see. See what happened. That's exactly what Farouk was saying. The North go walk. So you have been annihilating the very Muslim voters who form the backbone of APC, Northern Strength. No chance. That's what Ali is saying. Before they saying the MOC, they were saying APC na Muslim party. So this one is not about faith or fairness or some idealistic sense. It is cold electoral arithmetics, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Muslims and Christians. APC will call the shots. They are distractions. Okay? They will pick what wins, not what you motherfuckers think or feel, or what the federal character says, or what you think the constitution says, motherfucker. It is what the data says. The data says Muslim are the majority in the north. And if you have to pick somebody from the north as your running mate, it got to be from the data pool. Or else shove it in your eye. So they are going to pick what win. If the ticket deliver job security, stability, people vote pocketbooks over prayer books. So Aliu is betting the religious math. See Trump everything else. Holding the north. No matter how you want to do them. If you want to get the northern votes, you have to go the Muslim route. That's exactly what they are saying. It is a hard fact. It took their time to get to this point. So they're not just it's not just rhetoric. It's power play, broad daylight, motherfuckers, absolutely in your face. No apologies, oh, no pretense. Just national. It's not even about national unity or zoning theater. When votes are on the line, ladies and gentlemen, it's just pure politics 101. Demographics dictates, number decide. Huh? Yeah. You can argue which one plenty pass, who's leading, but the number will shut your fuck up. Demographic will detect they detect, but the numbers eventually will decide whether hardship or fatigue or economic pain override this calculation by 2027. It left to be proven, according to Farouk. That is the real white card, ladies and gentlemen. But today, Aliu laid the playbook bare. Run the numbers, run the tickets that add up. As simple as that. They didn't get to this place by running their mouth, by buying a limousine, by having convoy, by building houses, by oppressing themselves. They got to this point by pretense, by acting stupid and foolish. Just like the China, milk the post Second World War consensus. The open world took advantage of the market. They refused to fall in line in every other aspect. They accepted some aspect of the capitalism of what the West have to offer, but they insist on their own Chinese characteristics. The same thing. That is the game the North, non-Nigeria is. Whatever the West is shoving in their ass through the southern part of Nigeria, they accept it, but they never let go of what's make who they are. So, Mr. Wale, shut up. There's no number in the Muslim North. Christian are in North more than the Muslim. Well, the data prove you wrong. I'm not the one that says that, Uncle. I don't know why they try to shut me up. Well, what's my own? I'm not the one that's computing the number. I'm only telling you what Farouk is saying. So if you think he's lying, try him. I don't know why una too like to dey argue. From 2023, una know say election go dey next year. So it's not something that will shock una. So if you believe that Tinubu is lying, or Muslim ticket that as we have it is not there, is a mirage, prove them wrong. Carry tell Obi now. Tell Obi may go carry Muslim ticket, may go carry Christian ticket. In fact, may Tinubu go carry Christian ticket, Christian vice president. Right? Then you can tell me to shut up. But until that happen, at now you go shut up. You shut up at this point. Okay? Shut up, Wale. Shut up, Wale, because na Christian ticket, na ain't win. I be Muslim ticket deliver the hard fact. You did there, they tell me I should shut up. You don't get respect. You don't have respect for numbers. You don't have respect for data. You don't have respect for me. I have respect for data. Okay? Because data don't lie. INEC prove you wrong too. On a more serious note, that's exactly what they are telling you. If you think there are more Christians in the north, well, a certain person is leading the ticket. Convince them to pick a Muslim ticket, a Christian ticket, because they are not telling you a Muslim vice president act of sentiment or national unity or federal character. No, they are telling you, hey, we are picking a Muslim vice president because that's where the number is. That's what they are saying. The middle belt got more Christian than Muslim, and those people in the north include the middle belt in their numbers calculation. You are making a point that you cannot prove. Okay? You are making a point that you couldn't prove in 2023. What makes you think you can prove it in 2027? So if you agree that they are adding the middle bed number to their calculation, what's your argument? So the man is not saying this is what is going to happen. The man said this is what happened, and there's no point in changing that unless you have never been in a competitive position. There's no brain in changing a winning strategy, especially when the opposition or opponent is not different. So you can say there are more Christian in Sokoto, more Christian in every nooks and cranny of the north. Oh, that's just rhetoric. Prove it. It's very easy for you to prove. So that's exactly what, if you listen to the interview, that's exactly what it is, because people like you swallow everything they say. Who can cry? No, this one will be swallowed now. They no win. Like you are still speaking as if we are debating about what can possibly happen. We are talking about what has already happened. That conversation is done. I don't know if you still don't agree. You have opportunity to prove those that are wrong. Come 2027. I don't know why it is the people like me they swallow. It's not about swallow. I'm only giving you the hard fact. It has nothing to do with how you see them. It's not even. This is not me saying it. This is what the data has proven. They won the election with the Muslim ticket, and the narrative leading to the election was it is the only. That's where the number is. It is only when you feel that they have the majority. That's why. That's what they proved. So you can disagree with every other thing. That's not your personal problem. I ain't gonna, go there with you. So this is not me. This is not me accepting what they say. This is me saying they proved it. It has been proven. Anyway, keep watching. You go see what happened. Amen, brother. Amen. 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 I'm not. I mean, I'm only even repeating what Farouk is saying. That there's no way they are going to APC will change the ticket. If they change the ticket, this is what is going to be the consequence. So now that you are telling me that y'all are up to the task, something is going to happen, my brother. I live for this. I live for competition. You understand that? So let's go. My goal is to just watch and enjoy the game. I'm a spectator at this point. So I'm not going to see something and decide to say no. It's not what it is. It is now boldness, na level, na level. It takes a lot for you to come out to say this is what it is, and because you are acting on some kind of power. The Christian genocide don't die, sell again. I could have said, okay, make I listen to you small. But they don't kill up. Lufai said, they don't give an order. They come. This is how you should behave when it comes to these issues.
And creative economy, Hannatu Musawa, made headlines this week after issuing a bold statement warning the All Progressives Congress APC about its 2027 presidential ticket, stating that altering the current configuration could affect support in key states. She said the presence of a northern Muslim on the ticket remains a significant factor in electoral calculations across the core northern states. Reacting to this, the APC warned the minister and other senior government and party officials to stop.
Wale, let's have a conversation. See, my issue with you, not you personally, but my issue with the southern political scientist, political analyst, political pundit, political propagandist, political activist, political animals is that they don't have any agenda. Okay, so that's why you see, say, those that have plans, have an agenda, has focus, the narrative, and that's why you did. Just a minute, gotta go.
Out Muslim ticket in relation to the present arrangement and the ambition of maybe perhaps to please President Trump and please those who are, complaining about Christian genocide, that President Tinubu should change the Muslim format. What do you think? Anatu Musawa already says, no, that will not make sense whatsoever. Many people support her. Some other people criticize her. Where do you stand within that spectrum?
Well, I stand with my party, actually, because these decisions are for this and the candidates. So, in the wisdom of our party and our president, another Muslim, so be it. And if he decides to go with the Christian, so be it. So
we'll continue this conversation later. I had to go clock in. Plantation calls, Y'all know what it is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please, before you leave, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe so that you get the notification as soon as I come in. I'm not punctual with my times. I don't get fixed times to come in. So just like, share, subscribe so that anytime I come in. Wale, thanks for your time and your views. We'll continue the conversation. I think we have to get to why I think we are failing. The South are failing in terms of why you see things seems as if the North are dictating everything. It was a calculated attempt. Nobody just happen. Nothing just happened like that. Anyway, please share, like, and subscribe.